So this is not the first time that I've played Legends Arceus, but it is I have not actually finished it. I have a I have another file, my actual main file, but I haven't gone through the actual game yet because I'm very slow about it. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both space and time. Oh. Thanks, phone. Can it just you know what? I'm actually going to just turn off notifications entirely. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus, or Arceus if you want to be like that. Now I wish to know thine appearance. Sure. What is thy name? I usually play female characters in Pokemon, but since my other file is the female character, I might as well just play the a male character right now, though. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. Some people call me the Pokemon Professor God. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. Yeah, so it's like literally, like it's like before you even step foot, it's like literally, it's like they grab your side, going, "Hey, fill out the Pokedex. Do it now. Do it as soon as you can." Oh, here's my phone that totally does not look like my phone, but it still has that little like nub at the top of it for the speaker. I like how this depiction of Arceus looks really close to almost the way that he was depicted in the beta version. Where it's like white glowy and you can barely see the outline. I kind of like it. Yeah, there we go. Man, there's a lot of stomping around going on downstairs. Oh, do you wake up, don't you? There my lad is. Right there, front and center. You alive, my boy? Gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that. Thank goodness you seem unharmed. Who are you? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand. Come now. Who in the world does that? I must say your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I kind of doubt it. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? I don't know. So you don't know anyone here, don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure that you'll be able to survive? I know a little bit of survival training, but not really. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Oh my, I completely forgotten. I just caught up with these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you would appear here. But do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems you have some common ground. Well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me. Mysterious creatures they are. Oh, and yes, what name might you be? Oh, so you're called Alan. That's quite... The name has quite the range for it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. I mean, aren't you British? Isn't... Oh, never mind. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Leventon. I am something of a Pokemon professor. As to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, oh. Oh, blast and bother, my darling Pokemon. Why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but... Do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. You 3 wait. Yeah. Okay, so one of the cool things about Legends Arceus is that it is technically open world. It's more of designated biomes that you can go to. And this first one is just the town, so it's not really that big of an area. You have a bag that has all your stuff into it. You could save your progress, just like that. But for right now, we don't really have much. We could just basically move around and we could run. And we can crouch with the B button. And... Oh, we don't even have the dive yet. That's interesting. I like how the reticle is, the Arceus ring. It's pretty good. There's a glowing beeping object over there. Found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone and thy mission, seek out all Pokemon. Okay. I like how they're just now giving me the ability to move the camera, or else the prompt to do so. And I found that kind of funny. Alas, another miss. I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching these little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these 3 first. Now, that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up when it's surprised or irate. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps floating on water. Oh, Oshawott naps while floating on water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Why, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here are my boy. Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. So by the fact that they give you 50, you could probably sense that you're going to be losing a lot of these Pokeballs. But that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now that I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. So strange about them, you may ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink down to a minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see, though one of them had a Pokemon, and why the Pokemon will shrink down to fit inside the ball. Comfy as can be, and with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid that I have no one else to turn to, and I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to aim at the Pokemon and let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in the area. Okay, so the way that this game works is a free catching system that is brand new to this game. So the way that they want you to do it is they want you to crouch, not have the Pokemon observe you, and instead throw the Pokeball. Just like that. Wonderful, you caught a Pokemon. Seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Alan. Jolly useful skill to have around here. The only 2 my darling runaways left now, still, this is most unusual, and don't seem fearful of the Pokemon in the slightest. Yeah, so the way that the catching in this game works is that you want to crouch, get into an advantageous position where you are now positioned behind the Pokemon so they do not observe you coming towards them. Throw the Pokemon so it lands on their back and you do that spark. I can hardly believe it, Alan. Incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon and never even catch them. But indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap this sharpish. I don't get your British terms. And the thing is that, like, these Pokemon are rather docile, but few other Pokemon will actually, like, charge at us and make our lives very hard. And so catching them, these ones will be a little bit harder. Yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old boy. I think they always do that on the 3rd one. Just so you can know that it breaks. Thank you very much indeed. What a relief to have them all back. See, these 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at our village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I imagine, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, Alan, I was taken aback by how well you use these Pokeballs. How is it that you're able to catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? So there's 2 ways to kind of take this story. The idea that you are a fan of Pokemon from the real world who just happens to stumble here, or you're a an actual, like, kid from the Pokemon world that gets teleported back here. So it's one of those 2 things, and I would like to think that the latter is true, judging by the choices that you can pick. One can't help but think that there's a reason you appeared here right now. Seek out all Pokemon. The Ardred is an arc phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokémon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. A proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokémon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokémon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what will you say? Shall we help one another out, my boy? I mean, you've convinced me, I'd like to do so. Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We have a Pokédex to complete after all. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me and then onward to Jubilife Village. So the idea of this game is that you are sent back in time to a very early point in Sinnoh's life where it doesn't even really have a good name. They just call this general area the Hisui area. Like even before like Sinnoh gets the name, and I find that really cool because it gives a sort of mystique to the older things that are in the Sinnoh region. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him to the village for a bit. The guards are like, whatever, I don't really care. This way, if you please. One second. Sorry, Leventon, I wasn't reading your dialogue. This road we're on now is known to locals as Canala Avenue. Village was built scarcely 2 years ago, and there isn't much to do in it yet. Since all we do live with local Pokemon, people hesitate. Yeah, whatever. Galaxy Hall, right. Oh, botheration. I've almost forgotten. I need to go and report what we successfully recovered. Oh, yeah. We successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. For some reason I read that really weird. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? It's just past the bridge here, and then to the left. The Wallflower it's called. Your ARC phone is beeping? Huh, somehow it seems to know where you need to go next. Use the button to view the map with guidance markers. Yep. I personally feel that, let me just, double check some things. Oh, okay. Yeah. So the way that the arc phone works is that when you pull up the arc phone, you get three distances. You get really close, which you can see details zoomed out for an area. So you can see the general layout of the area and kind of plan your trips. You can also put down little things so you can remember where certain things are. And then you get even further zoomed out, which is an entire area map, which you can go to the different areas. Press R to bring that down. But that's basically your current pinned objective. Kind of like it. I like a lot of what's going on with the map, and even though I've seen some sort of like foibles about it, I actually would really like more games in this style, because I feel like this is one of the perfect styles for Pokemon with everything included. Well, now aren't you awfully suspicious? The wallflowers for Galaxy Team Folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. What if you were attacked by a Pokemon? You'd be mincemeat with those flimsy clothes. If the guard let you through, then you must have ties to someone in the village. Perhaps you've met Professor Leventon? He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. Makes me a bit worried for him. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thunder Shock not long ago, and I've had to take my bed. But the professor, well, I wonder how long he'll last. Fortunately, it's just that Akari says I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Ah, Professor. Everything will be quite alright now. Alan here has agreed to help us with our Pokedex. Excuse me, you plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? Can't just lap a badge on whoever you like without Captain, Celine's permission. I'll allow it. Captain Celine? Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I'm the captain of Galaxy Team's Survey Corps. You may call me Celine. Professor Leventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control, and now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You'll look to be about 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep, but we can't just simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, if you care to join us for a meal, I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. It's quite alright. Prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal with some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. Professor Leventon, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Well, you might know that great hole in the sky, the one people call the space-time rift. Our new friend fell right out of it. You can't be serious. Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself with only the facts. Now, you already know that there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. That there are in the grass, forest, by water, wherever they like. Our job as the Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. But it's all possible to know what kind of powers they might possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. That's where Alan will come in. He's successfully caught 3 Pokemon. 3 of them in quick order, you understand. No one in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means that we could finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. 3? I had a hard enough time catching 1 when wild Pokemon came after us. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well. And it seems like our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Our captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know? Slow progress on the Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in on the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now, have your fill, Alan. And think, if you make it to the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all of its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. It's so weird. Like, every single time I see Benny, I just go, I wonder if they're related to Wally. It's like, no. Wrong region. Just noticed that my microphone has been a little bit loud. So, it probably will be peaking a little bit at points. That was quite delicious. Quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, you do remember that Alan has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps, don't you? Aw, don't worry, I have complete confidence in Alan's skills. Let's hope it's not misplaced. Alan, was it? For tonight at least, we'll provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial we put on you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate and perhaps your death in the wild. Captain Celine's somewhat like Hisui in that they're both quite harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time that we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing that we can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. Imagine our new friend has had quite enough of falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yes, good night. A rift in the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. Okay, so now that we've effectively done that, we can observe our little shack thing. It's a neat little place. It's got like a bunch of things here. So we've got a chest for when we have to manage our items. We have a drawer for when we have to manage our clothes. And a bed. Survey tips. Handy tips for team members. Don't wish your trolls to be forgotten. Children, record keeping will save you from such a fate. Yeah, there's an autosave function, but it's better to do a hard save every once in a while, like this. Rest until tomorrow morning? Yep. The next day. Good morning, Alan. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night. Today's the day of your trial, so give it our all. Okay. So we still don't quite have the box art outfit. What lovely weather we got. Hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. Let's get to the headquarters. Captain Celine is waiting. Sorry, I was just quickly checking some stuff out a little bit. Keep getting a lot of messages on Twitter, and it's very distracting for my OCD. Survey Corps offices are here on the first floor. Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. Wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. Set up my partner Pokemon, but gets a whole pack? Outnumbered. This is what happens when you go far afield, but the medical corps will put you to rights. That man's with the security corps, and even with his own partner, he took a beating from wild Pokemon. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. Captain Celine, Alan is here. I think I'm gonna turn game volume up a little bit. You may enter. I like how that might be actual kanji, but I'm not sure. Let's get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catch 3 different species of Pokemon, a Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokemon from the start? No one in the Galaxy team has even managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for him if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you will be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you need in the field. Okay. And the satchel doesn't exactly match your motor dress. Akari, I expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Checking quest? Yes. Pardon, Alan. Come with me a moment. Now then, jolly good morning to everyone. Something the matter, Professor Leventon? In order to complete our Pokedex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Alan must absolutely pass this trial. And as a Professor of Pokemon, I have got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Oh, here's the 3. Go on, Alan. Pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see that they are rather curious about you. Well, my boy, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? It's a good thing I muted my mic there for a second. You want Rowlet as your first partner? Yes, I would very much like my favorite starter Pokemon of all time, if not one of my top 3 final evolutions of all time. And unfortunately, final evolution it will not be present in this game, but hey, at least Rowlet is. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show. Tucked Rowlet back inside of its Pokeball for you, so take it, it's yours. It's towering over me. You received Rowlet. Word of advice, my boy? Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon while you're out in the field. I think it looks as if they're cheering on their friend Rowlet. Or perhaps they're jealous that they don't get to help you with your trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when out and fell out of the sky after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I have you assist me with my research for now. By the by, what species has Captain Celine charged with catching? That's smashing. All 3 of those species can be found right in the Obsidian Field Lens. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial then. Obtain 20. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat as well as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. I guess you're finally ready. You'll have to leave the village for your trial. Turn left, and after you exit the headquarters, then head for the gate. So the way that we access quests is that we go here, and then while we're on the menu, we can press Y to view any and all missions and requests that we have. Requests are like missions, but these ones are main story and requests are side story. Or, yeah, side quests. We can press X to shift from Pokemon to our item bag, and it's fairly simple. Basically, if we want to catch a Pokemon, we throw a ball at them. If we want to engage in a fight, we throw the actual, like, ball with a Pokemon in it. There's also another box over here for us to store items in. Pro tip, we are going to favorite every Pokeball that we see, because it means it's going to float to the top whenever we organize our bag. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any and all mercantile needs here in Heathsweet. I've heard talk of you. Fall from the sky, didn't you? So that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, you've a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success. So what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt, so let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you'll know if you'll lose if your Pokemon's health reaches 0. I've always hated any character in fiction referring to actual like HP, MP, SP, any of those sort of points. It feels weird. It feels so weird. So I just automatically just transfer it to health and health, energy, stamina. So our rival for this game has a Togepi, which is rather interesting. I don't think it can name them mid-battle. I like the little like stance change we do whenever we go to attacking mode. Yeah, we're not designed to lose this fight. Okay. You defeated Togepi. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will be open to you. Got a new move. It's always good to have fun and to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? As they gain experience through battle, they'll learn some moves and grow even stronger. So few people here have their own Pokemon. If only they knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our two battlers recover from their little exercise. Little noise. And to you, my sky-fallen friend, I present you with some potions and thanks. Thank you. You could use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful on that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. Well, that's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, you could also lead them in battle. Now, to Obsidian Fieldlands. I always keep wanting to call them the Far Fields, and I don't know why. When you're leaving Jubilife City, just make sure you choose a destination on your map and tell Rest, the guardsman there, where you're going. That way, someone can come aid you if you were knocked out by your Pokemon. Trial begins just a short way past that front gate. You're Alan, correct? I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. So we just select area. And here we go. This is our base camp, our last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch these 3 species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, Sphinx. Shinx? Are you ready to get started? Oh, Professor, is something wrong? Well, you see, Captain Celine got a hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. That's our unsparing captain. But what help exactly can you offer out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. Alan Silence are the real deal. He'll pass with flying colors, you'll see. So the responsibility for him still lies, in fact, with me then. Well, I'm sure Alan will be fine. Let's begin the trial. Okay, so base camp is rather interesting. There are some things that we can do. We can turn in our Pokedex when we finally get it to Laventon right here. We can store items. We can sleep to change time of day. We can craft some items, or we can talk to this guy over here and manage our Pokemon that's inside the bank, or even like sell some stuff that we find out here. It's a rather simple sort of setup, and they basically replicate this for every other way station that we could find. That is Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokemon you're meant to catch all live here. I still think this game looks beautiful, even with its low graphical fidelity. Just the sheer awe of the world is nice. I really like it. The key is to aim carefully. Not that you need my advice, but sharing that, I know. Bidoof has a mellow disposition. That means it tends not to run from people, so it'll be easy. Okay, so the reason why they gave you these 3 Pokemon is because, well, we'll see in a bit. Before we do that, I want to see if I can quickly show this aspect off. So one of the things that your Pokemon can do is that you can throw them out, and you could have them kind of join you out here. Kind of speak to them and say hi, and just retrieve them. But one of the more important things that you can do is you can pick up items. When you pick up items... Oh, wait. Walked a little bit too far. When you pick up items, especially in trees, or like from rock formations, you get a little bit of experience, and that is vital to making sure that you get proper experience. Yeah, I know I have a Bidoof to catch. I'm just trying to grab that. No experience from that medicinal leak, though. Whoops. I startled him, he turned away, and then I got a back attack. That was kind of funny. Huh, you caught a Bidoof. Well done. Time to find your next Pokemon. So let me throw... I know. Okay, so I hit another tree, and I got experience just for Rowlet, though. And you'll notice that it's like whatever Pokemon that you have out is the Pokemon that you throw, so clearly that's the one that's going to get the experience for throwing it and grabbing something. And I feel like that's kind of cool because it means that you can get like a Magikarp and level it up a lot more efficiently now that you can just throw it at things and not actually subject it to battle. There's a Starly. There's skittish little things. They'll run if startled. But you should be able to get close to them if you crouch. It'll be harder to spot. Yeah, so one of the things that I kind of demonstrated earlier is this stealth mechanic. The reason why it's so important to kind of just like stealth around is that you actually get a lot of tactical bonuses from getting this back attack on Pokemon like that. And so if they don't know you're there, they're going to be wandering around a lot more. That's Starly's caught as well. Only one more Pokemon to go. I just noticed they dropped like a lot of frames at some point, and I have no idea when. Oh, is she gonna teach me about trees now? Oh, I forgot. There's something I want to teach you since you're new to this. There's a proper way to throw your partner's Pokeball. As Captain Celine tells us, have to have an item ready, and when you want to send them out, just release. Have a Pokemon at the ready, when we want to throw an item, just swap them. Captain's a real expert on these things. Try throwing your Pokeball at rocks or trees like this one. If your Pokemon find any berries or other items, it'll bring them to you. Now's the time for your partner to shine. Yep. Since Rowlet's the lowest, since Starly's the lowest one, I'm gonna have them catch it. Okay, there. That's Shinx. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Could you already tell that? Yeah, more or less. I thought you might. I can never tell until I focus on a Pokemon carefully. Once aggressive Pokemon get irate, they'll knock aside any ball you throw at them. The arrow you see pointing up above a Pokemon will be easier to catch with your current rating. An X icon will appear with the Pokemon if it has picked a fight with you. It cannot be caught. Don't worry though, I'll teach you the trick to catching aggressive Pokemon. You've got to battle them. Once they're absorbed with battling, you can throw a Pokeball at them and try to catch them. By now you've got several Pokemon of your own, don't you? Take one of their Pokeballs and throw it near a wild Pokemon if you want to do battle. Well, I have no doubt you'll hold your own in battle. Okay, so I'm going to switch to Bidoof because both of my other Pokemon are flying type and he has an electric move that I really don't want to get hit by. Bidoof starts with Rollout, which is really interesting of a move. So when a Pokemon is fixated, it clearly means that it will do more damage if you use it that way. Now that we've weakened it a bit, we can throw a Pokeball like a regular Pokemon game. It'll do somewhere between 1 and 3 puffs, and the more puffs it does, it means the more likely it will get knocked out. It's basically the version of like the ball shaking, but it's like really fast, and I really prefer that method of doing it to catch into a ball, lands on the ground, shake, 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 break. It's way too much tension. I much would rather have it be like throw, ding, lands on the ground, puff, 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 breakout, because that's a lot less stressful, to be honest. You approached the Pokemon that hint of fear and caught each one. You're like a gift the sky dropped to us. With that at your side, I think the Survey Corps has a real chance of compiling a complete Pokedex as we've been ordered. This is wonderful. I'm so curious as to why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did. But for now, let's tell the professor that we're ready to head back. And maybe I can switch out of something that's not sandals. Oh, I said that you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and did just that. Congratulations, Alan. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. With skills like yours, I suppose that this was a foregone conclusion. Now then, we've best report to Captain Celine. Tell him that back to Jubilife Village, eh? I just realized that my controller's been unplugged this whole time, and I might have to actually go and grab the cable for it. How long are we going? Exactly 1 hour. Huh. In time, you'll be able to send Pokemon you've caught to live in the village pastures. You could bring up to 6 Pokemon with you into the field in theory, so we've never had anyone skilled enough to do so. Come now, you two, let's not dilly-dally. Captain Celine awaits our report at the headquarters. But Captain Celine will be very pleased. So we're going to go over the functions of the town a bit later, but we're going to complete this and then I'm going to take a short break and do some stuff really quickly because I have neglected to do that. Seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations. You've passed your trial. Could hold on to that satchel. I must admit, you've impressed me. I've set a high hurdle for to judge whether a stranger like you would be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. See the Survey Corps uniform and pair of sandals. Get changed in your room, used last night. You are to report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain. You're ready to get into your uniform. Make sure you use the mirror in your quarters. Okay. One of the things that I really like about this game is the outfits. I'm going to be completely honest. They don't really have any sort of like traditional Japanese looking stuff in the regular game, and it's kind of sad. Do you want to change your outfit? Yes. Time to put on the Survey Corps uniform and sandals. But for some reason we don't really get the hat yet, and I'm not sure why. Look how well the Survey Corps uniform suits you. It's almost as if the captain had it tailored just for you. See a change? Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room that you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. Oh, there we go, there's the hat. For some reason I forgot that we actually got the hat. Now, present yourself to the commander. I love this outfit, especially with the hat part of it, the little fans right there, and the scarf, which looks, scarves always look so great when you're running and doing stuff. Such a cool aesthetic. I have been waiting for you. I am Kamado, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. Kamado. So, you are Alan. It's an honor, sir. You know your manners, at least. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you are made of. Face me in combat. Got some fight in you. Sumo needs some work, but I do see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slower to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. The superstitious among us might see your arrival as a... Oh my... I live like right next to a hospital, and the amount of people that I just hear just revving their engines incredibly loud is disconcerting. I can just say that right now. But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of Jubilee Village now. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Alan, Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. So, the commander has also accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps, and you will move through the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more you add to the Pokédex, the higher your rank will become, and working on the Pokédex will also, of course, bring you closer towards that goal of yours to seek out every last Pokemon. Here, you will need this. A recipe for crafting Pokeballs. 1 apricorn and 1 tumblestone. And here's about $30 as well. You may have to buy the necessary materials. Akari, you are an expert at crafting yourself, teaching the recruit what he needs to know. Of course, Captain Celine. Now, as the experienced craft person here, let me explain a bit to start with. Crafting means taking items with your own 2 hands. Oh, making. You can buy some items at the general store, but self-sufficiency is worth striving for. You can even make the most out of valuable tools, Pokeballs. I think where we'd be if we couldn't do even that. Let's head to the craft works. Okay. Well, darn, I didn't place on our team. My name's Anth. I'm a local clothier. The professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes. Here you go. I hope they fit. The everyday outfit. I hope you'll avail yourself of the village's humble shops. Where's the craftworks, Alan? You can use the workbench here at the craftwork anytime you'll need to make an item in the village. I'll supply what you need to make your first Pokeball. Once you're ready to begin, call it my way of saying congratulations on joining us. Just spend the money you got from the captain on clothes or whatever you think is best. Go up to the workbench, choose an item to craft, in this case a Pokeball. So we have 16 in bag, 0 in box, and we can throw said Pokeballs. We have 20 Tumblestones. Let's just make all 20 of them. Oh, now that we've got some fine craftsmanship, hard to believe this is This was your first time stepping up to the workbench. You'll recall, of course, that Pokemon possess an odd power to shrink themselves down. With the Pokeballs we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Also, that more Pokemon species can be duly recorded in a Pokedex. On that note, here you are. That said Pokedex. A volume for compiling the collected results of much Pokemon research. Professor Leventon continually adds to it with each report made on a new Pokemon species. So we got Cyndaquil, Oshawott, and Rowlet, which we've each seen, but we technically haven't caught any of them for our decks. We have Togepi, we have Bidoof. Togepi we only saw in that fight. Bidoof, Sterling, and Shinx we each have one of, but we haven't really recorded it yet. We can now shift to one of the 5 regions, or the entirety of the decks. I will be ordering them numerically, because that makes most sense to me. I prepared this volume just for you. Hope it aids you well with your aim to seek out all the Pokemon here in this grand region. You'll have to complete a lot of research tasks to help with the professor fill out the Pokedex. Same goes for me, of course. I've also got Pokemon research as a Survey Corps member. All too happy to explain more with the research tasks I should use your assistance with. Come join me at the Fieldlands camp whenever you are ready to go, my good Alan. Excuse me, I couldn't help but over here. If you're going to the Fieldlands camp, would you mind taking a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at the headquarters if you want to talk about it. Fulfill the request and you might receive a nice reward. This is honestly like the best aspect of this game, is these side quests. Hey, so there's this Pokemon called Wurmple. Heard of it? Well, you see, I was having a chat with Professor Leventon, and he told me that after a Pokemon gains a certain amount of experience through battling and the like, it will sometimes change its appearance to become stronger. He said it was a phenomenon called evolution. So I decided I wanted to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the Survey Corps, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, would you let me have it? We award in it for you, I promise. Just get me a Wurmple if you can. And there we go. First request. Yeah, we're heading over there anyway. So Anvin, over here at the Craftworks, can sell recipes. And that is honestly what we're spending our money on right now, is to get Remedy, honey cakes, and then we need to save up some money, I guess. One of the oh, another request. You're that newcomer who fell from the sky. Are you heading outside the village? Of course you are. The Survey Corps must have to get out there and compile that Pokedex book that they're working on, right? Well, on your way. Kindly do me a favor, find out all about Starly. Pokemon certainly are terrifying creatures, but I see Starly, I feel simply whole. Not that I have the least desire to actually touch one, mind you. But please let me see Starly's entry in that Pokedex the moment you've completed it. Okay, So these type of requests of complete the Pokedex entry are really simple. You just need to get to rank 10 in that dex, and you should actually be able to complete it efficiently. Can Pokemon of the same species really come in different sizes? I know the professor said they do, but I have a hard time believing it unless I see different sized ones lined up side by side. If there really are Bruizel bigger than mine, I'd love to see them alongside the one I have, for comparison's sake, you know? And you're a natural when it comes to catching Pokemon, right? I bet you see where I'm going with this. If you catch a Bruizel bigger than mine, would you let me have it? I'll make it worth your while. Okay. Appears that we have one more request to fulfill. I just wanted to grab all of these just for our own benefit. So when we're out there, we can actually complete them really easily. The Bruizel and the Starly one can be done really... it'll take a bit, but the Wurmple one is a lot easier. Oh. That picture of Kamado right there. Kamado. I know Shinx's ears had odd markings on the inside, but what are they? No use, I can't remember. This will keep me up all night. Hey, aren't you with the Survey Corps? If you catch the Shinx, could you show it to me? Gotta see one with my own eyes. Please, I can't remember for the life of me what their ears look like. It drives me crazy. Okay, let's have a peek at those round ears. That's it. The ears have a yellow cross pattern on them, kind of like a star. Can't tell you what relief it is. Felt like I had a bone stuck in my throat. Only the throat's my brain and the bone's a thought. Thanks for helping me get that bone out. 3 potions. Okay, so that's just to show like what's the type of thing that you can kind of get from these things. It's like now we just have 8. Okay. Righto. Let's get to it then, shall we? In order to complete this Pokédex of ours, there are a great many research tasks I'll need your help to carry out, my boy. These details of these tasks can be found in the Pokédex for you to reference any time. You must catch and battle diverse Pokémon species and carry out plenty of research tasks. Do so, and you'll gain research points and other rewards for your task. One last piece of advice, Alan. If you see a wild Pokemon's attached coming your way, dodge like your life depends on it. Here, watch closely, and remember what I do so you can do it later. Up. That beautiful flowing bit of gymnastics is what we call a dodge. If you're light on your feet, you can dodge out of the way of wild Pokemon attacks. That way, hopefully, you can avoid taking a beating and blacking out in the wilderness. Survey Corps had to collect me when I got the business end of some Shinx's fire shot of Thundershock. But don't worry, I've got a lot of experience to draw on. I'll... I've got lots of experience to draw on, and I'll teach you plenty. Sorry, I just got a message I need to, Huh. Hmm. Sorry, I'm just like, just reading this. Okay. It looks like that right now is actually a really good time to, like, pause for a bit. I'll be, back later. I might as well just, like, cut the stream instead of just putting it on a delay for a bit, since it might actually take a bit of time. I'll be back later tonight. Oh, wait, dodge roll. Forgot to show that off. I'll also rename my Pokemon while I'm out. Yeah, so you can see, it's kind of separated into different, sections, and to 100% the game, we have to visit every region and catch every Pokemon and fill out the entire dex, not just to research level 10, but as you can kind of surmise, we need to fill out all of the stats on this. Speaking of which, oh, they want me to catch some Pokemon before I could turn in some things. Okay. I will be back later tonight. I will see everyone later.